Hey guys, this is Justin. Very special video today. My friend Colin from the excellent YouTube channel Sci-Fi Deep Dive has stopped in to cover for me while I'm on parental leave. For those who don't know, Colin's channel covers Star Wars, science fiction, and provides everything from ship and lore overviews to, as we'll see today, battle breakdowns. If you enjoy this video, you better go subscribe right now. He's at about 3,000 subscribers. He deserves so many more. And he's also got new videos coming out every week. Support up-and-coming creators like Colin. Major thanks for covering. Now, on with the video.
In the early days of the Clone Wars, Republic forces were faced with their first major challenge of the conflict, countering the Separatist attempts to deploy an ancient superweapon known as the Dark Reaper. The Dark Reaper had been uncovered by Dooku during his excavations on Raxus Prime, and tested on Kashyyyk, a test witnessed by Anakin Skywalker. Upon reuniting with Jedi forces following the liberation of the moons of Kashyyyk, it was explained to Anakin and Obi-Wan that the Dark Reaper had been an ancient Sith superweapon used during ancient wars with the Republic. However, it had been defeated by a lone Jedi who was laid to rest along with all of his secrets on the planet of Renvar. The secret to beating the Dark Reaper would lie inside of a large Jedi monument there. The big problem, however, is that Renvar had been taken by the Separatists in the opening months of the war, a battle that was ultimately just a hasty Republic evacuation. Realizing the importance of retaking Renvar, a large Republic force was assembled in an effort to launch an assault on the Separatist-held world. The objectives of Republic forces in this engagement were the capture of the planet, but most notably the Jedi monument there, in an effort to gain the knowledge of how to beat the Dark Reaper, and to drive Separatist forces from the world altogether. The Separatist goals, however, were simply to maintain control of Renvar, but most notably to prevent Republic forces from accessing the Jedi monument there. In the months that Separatist forces had managed to maintain control of Renvar, they had fortified the planet significantly, building a large number of anti-vehicle turrets as well as infrastructure to supply and maintain large troop formations there. This included facilities like fuel depots and command posts to further the defensive infrastructure on the planet. The Republic assault began the way a lot of Republic assaults began in the early days of the war, with a fleet of Acclamator-class assault ships coming to rest on the surface of Renvar. However, these assault ships were unable to land close to the Jedi monument, as that was serving as the center for Separatist troops in the area, and they were instead forced to land near the perimeter in several clearings. While most of the assault ships managed to make it to the ground, one of the most crucial ones was in fact shot down. An assault ship carrying an entire platoon of AT-XT walkers, an experimental two-legged walker that would be a predecessor to later Imperial walkers like the AT-ST. This unit of walkers was intended to carry out an assault against the Separatist fuel depots in an effort to deny the Separatists the fuel resources there. Realizing their plan was now in jeopardy with the downing of this assault ship, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi made their way to the downed Acclamator-class assault ship in a flight of TX-130 Saber-class fighter tanks. When they arrived at the downed assault ship, they found it under siege by Separatist forces consisting of both medium and heavy armor, as well as a large infantry force, closing in on the downed Republic capital ship. After repelling the Separatist assault, Anakin Skywalker was able to commandeer one of the walkers and lead an assault against the fuel depot, which was likewise guarded by a large force of infantry and medium and heavy armor, most notably a large number of armored assault tanks. With the destruction of the Separatist fuel depot and their fuel supplies now significantly hampered during the remainder of the battle, Republic forces began mustering for an assault on the Jedi Monument itself. The approach to the Jedi Monument consisted of 3 canyons, all of which converging on a clearing in front of the monument itself. That clearing had been designated the primary landing zone for Separatist forces, where a single Lucrehulk-class core ship, as well as a trio of Hardcell-class transports had all been landed, and had constructed a command center in that area. On top of that, along the approach through the canyons, several command centers had been constructed. As a result, Republic forces began clearing out these command centers with flights of LAAT gunships. As their outer defensive rings were destroyed by advancing Republic forces and low-flying assaults by LAAT gunships, the decision was made that Separatist forces occupying some of these defensive positions on the outer perimeters should make their way to the inner perimeter and defend the staging area itself. itself. However, these convoys retreating back to reinforce the defenders outside the Jedi Monument were easy picking for low-flying LAAT gunships, which made quick work of these slow-moving Separatist transports. With the clearing of Separatist forces on the canyon approaches to the staging area that the Separatists had assembled, 2 platoons of Republic heavy armor were able to be deployed by LAAT-C gunships. The Republic Assault Force, primarily consisting of ATTEs, were deployed in 2 formations in 2 of the entryways into this main clearing. The assault was simple. Both of them would advance on the core ship from 2 different directions, forcing the Separatist defenders to split their forces to hold off the advancing Republic troops. Meanwhile, LAAT gunships would circle overhead, raining fire down on the Separatist defensive positions and attempting to prevent reinforcements from arriving via air transport. As Republic ATTEs advanced towards the Separatist staging area, a pair of SPHA-T walkers, the heavy artillery of the Republic forces, were able to advance into the clearing. Once they had advanced close enough to the core ship, they began firing on the landed Separatist vessel. Ultimately, the sustained fire from the 2 pieces of Republic heavy artillery was enough to destroy the Separatist core ship, and leave the remaining Separatist forces in the clearing easy picking for low-flying LAAT gunships and the advancing all-terrain tactical enforcers. With the clearing now secured, Anakin Skywalker made his way into the temple to attempt to unlock the secret to defeating the Dark Reaper, while Obi-Wan Kenobi commanded the clone forces remaining in the clearing as they set up defensive positions to attempt to hold off an incoming Separatist counterattack. With Separatist forces driven away from the Jedi Monument and realizing that their primary objective was now at risk, a large Separatist counterattack was mustered and carried out against the Republic forces defending it. However, without the fuel resources, thanks to the destruction of their fuel depot, this assault was ground to a halt by Republic troops, and ultimately the Separatist forces were routed from this offensive. Following a series of mop-up operations, Renvar would once again be placed firmly under Republic control. With Renvar under Republic control, and Anakin now possessing the knowledge necessary to counter the Dark Reaper's effects, the Battle of Renvar ended with a firm Republic victory. If you'd like to see more battle analysis videos, you can head over to my channel, Sci-Fi Deep Dive, where I post a new battle analysis video every Friday. And I'd like to thank Justin and the rest of the team over here at Eckhart's Ladder for the opportunity to share with you guys some information on what is ultimately my favorite battle from Star Wars Legends.